What up? T-Bob here.
And Jake as well.
And look at you. You done stumbled upon little OTB Saints, where we bring you all the latest black and gold coverage.
Who are the Saints going to draft? Who's going to be their quarterback? What does the salary cap look like? All that information and more.
Hope you enjoy it. Like, subscribe. I mentioned that the New Orleans Saints, that this is probably going to be the most hyped game of the Clint Kubiak era, or excuse me, Clint, Freudian slip, of the Dennis Allen era. And I believe that to be true. I mean, here you have a Saints team that is 2-0, that is completely, I mean, not even blown expectations out of the water. They have nuked expectations into a new ice age. It has been an apocalyptic destruction of what we thought this team was going to be. In fact, Jake, do you know who the highest graded player on the New Orleans Saints was Sunday? Lucas Patrick.
Yeah.
Got a
McCoy was
PFF
probably
of,
second, I
yep,
think.
He got a PFF grade of 97.2. I've never seen a grade that high. McCoy, checking in at 92, is actually the highest graded center in the NFL through 2 weeks. But the point is, there's just so many good numbers. For instance, right now, the Saints, fourth in the NFL in points allowed. And that's with going against a Cowboys offense that is one of the better in the entire league. The Eagles are 27th. The Saints are first in the NFL in points scored, averaging 45.5 per game. To give you some context, Arizona is second, and they're at 34.5. The Eagles are fifth at 27. So it's not even big close. In terms of total yards allowed, the Saints are seventh in the NFL right now, where Philadelphia is 30th. They're allowing 400 yards per game. And right now, maybe something that'll make Saints fans start to lick their chops a bit when you look at rush defense specifically. Okay, the Saints third, only giving up 63 yards a game. The Saints have been in one of the best run defenses for well over a decade
and
now.
teams playing from behind against them too.
That helps for sure as well. Whereas Philly, 25th, allowing 155 yards on the ground per. Saints are
Josh
rushing for
Jacobs
185.
and Bijan Robinson first 2 games.
Yeah. And guess what? It's not going to get easier when you go against the Saints' third best rushing attack in the NFL right now, putting up 185 on the ground. And Kamara and Taysom and company. And look, are these small sample sizes in which we are looking at stats from an offense that has had a historically good start? Yeah. And that's not exaggeration. The Saints right now are scoring on 76% of their drives. That is the highest rate of any team in NFL history since the year 2000. In fact, if you combine last year's game to end the season, the Saints are just the 5th team in NFL history to score 44 points or more in 3 straight games. So, look, does these numbers mean that this is a pace that is impossible to maintain? Yeah, probably, for sure, right? But these numbers are not fluky. You don't arrive at these numbers by getting lucky. You arrive at these numbers because you're a really damn good offense, okay? And so now you take all of that, and even though you've looked better than the Eagles this year, the Philadelphia Eagles are a 2.5-point favorite in the Superdome.
Wow.
You are a home dog in the dome when belief is as high as it has ever been. So, yeah, if you're going to the Saints game on Sunday, get loud, be crazy, make it as hard on Philly as it can be. And think about it, they got to be tired, man. They had to play in, where is it, Brazil?
Can I hate to do this because I love the narrative. Philly did open up as a 2.5-point favorite, but now the Saints are a 2.5-point favorite.
When did this shift? I thought I just read this morning that Philly was the
It did. They opened up as a 2.5-point favorite. Now New Orleans is -2.5, and it's -120 plus 2.5 for Philly's even money.
Okay, so when did it? It doesn't matter. Well, no, I mean it does matter because Did it open like preseason at 2.5, or did the line open this week
could have
at
opened
2.5
week.
and then get bet?
Yeah, it could have opened this week for sure. At 2.5.
Either way, the point is the belief still isn't fully there, and so it's time to show them. Philly having to open their season in Brazil, then coming home, having a short week, really tough loss, playing on Monday night. Now they're going to be coming off of a short week, the travel, the short week. The fact that, Philly is 2-11 in their past 13? Come on, baby. Who dat? It's time to bury the friggin' Eagles come Sunday. And it's something that, I think about some of the positive moments in Saints history. You beat them in the playoffs at home, that game where Reggie Bush got lit up.
Oh, yeah.
But you end up winning that game. You beat them on the road in the Link that one year where we told the story the other day about my brother's buddy getting spit on in the face for talking noise at the end of the game. There's been some big-time Philly wins in the past, and it's time to add another one, and it's time to start 3-0 because these two teams could not be, even if we wanted to go back to last year, these two teams could not be entering this game trending in more different directions. The Saints have been on a constant ascent since the end of last season, whereas the Eagles are in some sort of swirling maelstrom that is sucking them down to hell that they cannot climb out of.
It was Philly losing on Monday night. So they were 2.5-point favorites at the end of Sunday. They lose on Monday night, and that's what brought the line back to the Saints.
There you go. And now, so how's it working? Is that based off the bets that are being placed, or is that the line makers adjusting that post-loss?
Adjusting post-loss.
There you go. Either way, the point is you have a real chance to start 3-0. You have a Philly team that is limping, that is bleeding, whose confidence is completely shattered. There's no more Jason Kelce in that locker room to lead. Which, did y'all see him dancing at that concert the other night? That's my spirit animal, man.
I did, yeah.
He's just like an incredibly more successful version of myself. I would love to party with Jason Kelce sometime. Something tells me he could be described as a complete liability in a party situation as well, which makes me think that we would be good party tag teams. Yes, kindred spirits, exactly. But again, guys, it's time to beat the Eagles. You're the better team. Like I straight up believe that right now. You are the better NFL team. You're playing better. You got more belief, and the Superdome is going to prove why when it is at its best, it rivals even Arrowhead as the most intense and best stadium in the entire NFL. So get loud, get proud, hit him with that who dat, and let these nasty ass, dirty ass Philly fans know that their season ain't gonna get better in New Orleans come Sunday. Wow, just amazing black and gold takes right there, Jake.
I don't think I've ever heard any takes that are better than the two guys that just gave you that take.
And you can keep getting them by going ahead and liking, subscribing, ringing the bell to get notifications when we post. Have a great day. We'll see you on the next OTB Saints.